Hey everybody, welcome back. So I thought I would do a flip through and then color in this book from Deborah Muller that I showed in my recent haul. Deborah did send this book to me and it's so fun. I really like it. I started coloring in it last night. And so I thought, well, I'll show a flip through of it today and then I'll continue coloring on the page that I was. So it's just called Twisted Tutus, a coloring book. And like I mentioned before, some of these illustrations were a little bit older. Deborah had them already. And then she had this book out. I think it was called Funky Ballerinas. And she actually made new coloring books with some of those old images, and then she drew some new ones. So that's what this is, a combination of her old ones and her new ones. So here is the nameplate page. I think that's really super cute. What's one of the things that I'm really enjoying about her newer books is that she, in some of the ones from that I bought last year at the Halloween books, like the Witches, the Zombie Girls, Ghoulish Girls, they all have the same nameplate page, and it's nice. I mean, it's a pretty page to color, but these newer ones all have a different nameplate page. You know, they have one that goes with the theme of the book, so I think that's really fun. So here's the first page. You can see it good, I guess. Yes. That one's so funny. Oh, it's so cute. I like this one a lot too. Last night when I was trying to figure out which page to color, it was kind of hard for me to decide because there are so many that appeal to me. This book is available on Amazon and her Etsy store, and I will provide the link for that in the description section below. And of course, I'll give my plug for our Deborah Muller coloring group. If you're not a member yet, please join us because it's a really nice group of really supportive people. And there's always like contests and free pages. Every Friday there's a freebie given away, plus other freebies throughout the week, just because sometimes. So yeah, we have a lot of fun in that group. So I'll put the link to that below, and also a link that you can follow Deborah on her Instagram. I think, like I mentioned in my haul video, I think this book would be really cute for somebody who does dance and put it in like an Easter basket for them. I think that'd be really cute. I think this is funny. I should take my hand off of the page so it doesn't show. I love these books because, you can make them as simple or as complex as you want to. I think this is my favorite one just because I love her. She looks a little crazy. She looks a little bit maniacal, but still very fun. I almost colored this one last night because I was going to do her black and yellow like a bumblebee because of her little antennae, whatever you want to say. I like this one too. But then I found a different one, which we'll be getting to in just a minute, that I started. Her tattoo says Free Spirit. So this is the one I started last night, and when I'm done with the flip through, I'll continue coloring in this one with you guys. I kind of had an idea of something I wanted to try, so I wanted one of the simpler images with not a lot of detail so that I could have space to blend and stuff like that. So we'll come back to this. I'm going to continue working on it. Those flowers are cute with their little faces. That's a really cute one too. I like that. Ooh, she's got her leg up there. This is another fun one I like a lot too. I thought about starting that one last night. But I was kind of looking for something that didn't have a lot of detail. It's pretty. And I think that's the last one. I'm pretty sure. There's a page back here where you can like test your mediums, and that's what I did in this little heart because I wanted to experiment with something I had never done before. So back to the one I was working on. I'll show you the back of it too. It's got 4 images from the book with her Chubby Mermaid art logo in the center of that. Now this is printed on the Create Space paper, like all of Deborah's books, which for me is fine. You know, I'm not a paper snob. I'm totally okay with it. I love her imagery. I love her books. They bring me joy. So I don't care what kind of paper, you know, it's on. I like it. But I was thinking last night because I just completed a page in Magical Witches. This is one of my Avon invoices. I always use it to go because I get new ones every 2 weeks. So I always use it as my in-between because it's usually a couple pages stapled together. I was thinking last night I had finished Magical Witches and I used some oil pastels to do the background, and I always blend those out with baby oil, and I always like the way that they look blended out in the backgrounds because the white space doesn't show up on you know, like, you know how Create Space paper is when you lay your pencils down, you need to use a harder lead one, and even still, because the paper's so rough, it leaves like that white space, so you can't really get a smooth lay down with your color unless you use a blending medium. And I know that some people like to use Gamsol in you know, these books and everything. I don't have any Gamsol in. I mean, I might get some at some point, but I don't have any on hand. So I was thinking, well, I have those oil pencils, the Hero ones. And I thought, well, they're no different, I guess, than oil pastels. Basically, it's the same, you know, type of product. So couldn't I just use those and then blend them out with baby oil like I do the oil pastels? So I tried that last night, and I think it did a pretty good job. Now, it was my first time trying it. I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see. But like, I did her leotard first, and you know, it's not exactly perfect, like seamless or anything, but I think it did pretty well. And then with her skin tone, I was trying to make her a darker skin tone, but I didn't know which colors to pick because of the Hero pencils. I'm not really that familiar with them, and I didn't know what skin tones to use. So I just chose some that I thought would work, and I blended them, and you know, it's a little bit more orangey than what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little bit different, but just like this was an experiment. So I'm okay with that. And then I did her hair. I thought that her hair turned out really well. That was fun, you know, fun to do, and her wings and everything. So I'm just going to continue on. I'll zoom back out. Sorry about my dog. I know you can hear him going ballistic. I'm sure there's food involved somewhere, because that's how he acts. But I pulled out 3 different shades to do like these little flowers and these swirligigs here. So I am using, like I said, the Hero pencils, which I know we're all familiar with them, but the Chinese name on them I can't pronounce. And these pencils are numbered. They are not, they don't have the names on the barrels or anything like that. So I just grabbed some. And then I also grabbed some baby oil and some Q-tips. Now I do have a tool that you can clip a little puff onto to blend. So I put some baby oil in a well here in my paint palette, and I grabbed some Q-tips. And I also have a tissue nearby so that I can blot my oil off of the Q-tip so I don't have too much. And this is what it looks like on the back side. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. This is what it looks like on the back side. But the oil, once it's dry, like, it doesn't go through even onto your blotter page. So it's not going to ruin the next page in your book. You know, I would leave something in between the pages for like a day, just to give it plenty of time to be completely dry. But like, I can run my hands over it, you know, and it's not, it doesn't show up on my fingers or anything like that. So yeah, no problems there. So what was I saying? I was saying something, I don't remember what it was. Yeah, but so I just picked these 3 shades and we'll kind of start playing around with those and we'll see how things look. I just thought, you know, you guys might be interested in this process. Like, I know some people are already really familiar with it, and that's fine. I just wasn't. It's new to me, so, you know. Oh, I know. I was talking about the little tool. My friend Rhonda, she sent me a little tool that you can... it clips like a little puff, like a cotton puff, and you can do it with that. But some of these are really tiny, and I know that most people have cotton or Q-tips, cotton swabs in their bathroom, or baby's room or whatever. So I just figured that would be a good thing to show because most people are familiar with how to, they can just grab them. They're readily available. So I picked this kind of corally orange shade. It's 086. I'll zoom in again, just a little. Not that it matters, because I know sometimes my hand gets in the way and you can't see what I'm doing anyways. But, so we're just gonna, and I'm not doing any like kind of crazy blending with a bunch of different, like a bunch of different colors or anything like that. This whole page was just kind of an experiment to see how that worked. So I'm just doing a couple of these little flowers here. I like these pencils quite a bit. Keith got them for me for Christmas, and I like them because there's so many color choices. Like, seriously, I think, what is there, like 160 or something like that? I mean, there's a lot of color choices. It's kind of fun, you know? Alright, so you can see, like, maybe I'll even zoom in just a little bit more just for the sake of it. So you can see that I laid the color down, and you can see like right in there where there's like little white spaces here and there. So I'm going to take one of the Q-tips, and I'm just going to dip it in a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to blot it because they're so like drippy. I don't want to have too much. So I'm blot it on my tissue. And then I'm just going to like blend that in. And even if you can't see right now, I'll pull back. And it doesn't, the liner itself doesn't smear or smudge or anything like that. And I'm out of the lines a little bit, but that's okay. And then it just leaves a little bit on your tip. Where am I at? Here we go. Just leaves a little bit on your tip so you can see. But I don't know. I just like the way it looks. It's kind of polished, and it helps a little bit so that you don't look so the white space. Well, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out now. Actually, that was just to show you guys up close. And then I'll do some of the green on, we'll try one of those little swirly things. I'm going to get a drink, though. I must always sound like a horse drinking water when, when I do these videos. I just get really thirsty. So this one is 142. That's the shade of it. Actually, I think I need to pull, so I'm going to zoom back out just a little bit more because I need to pull that out there. So I'm just like randomly picking a place and starting. I guess I'll start here. And again, this isn't anything I'm trying to do that's like a masterpiece or anything like that. I just wanted to play with this. For future pictures, I'll probably, try more of blending two colors together. Like I kind of did that with her hair. I only used two different shades. I used like a red and then one, like a yellow orange color. In her wings, I did a couple different ones too, but for the most part, I just have one, like one color. But for now, this is, this is okay. But in the future, I'll probably start experimenting more with trying to blend them together. If you hear a little noise, like a clicky noise, it's Keithy's playing a video game next to me. And that's his Xbox One controller clicking. So, yeah. So, I'm not up to much today. It's snowing here. Again, not anything big. We're not getting any, like, real accumulations. I think they said, like, at half an inch to 3/4 of an inch or something today. And then the same thing tomorrow. But I was going to go out and visit my mom. I was trying to decide whether I want to go visit her Tuesday or Wednesday. Because tonight today's Monday, and I have an Avon thing tonight online. And then I also have another one on Thursday. So I was like, well, when I'm visiting her, I like to be able to spend as much time as I want without feeling pressured. Like I got to get home. I got something to do. You know what I mean? So I thought, well, Tuesday or Wednesday would be best because I didn't have anything on my schedule for those 2 days. And so then it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Now, only like a half an inch, but, I take the freeway all the way to her house. And I know you guys, most of you are not from my area, but I will take 94 and 94 west, and that runs from Detroit to Chicago. So that kind of gives you, if that gives you like a mental image in your mind of which direction it's going. And it can, it just gets, I don't know, even with just a little bit of snow, you can just get a bare minimum of the road covered, and it gets ridiculously slippery, and people drive like really stupid. So I tried to avoid traveling out there to see her, if I can, when there's a lot of rain or snow. If I have to go on a certain day, I have to, but when I'm open, I'd rather avoid that if I can. So it looks like I'm shooting for Wednesday now, but yeah. The Avon meetings that I have it's like a training, actually. There's like 6 or 7, I think, of us women from the Detroit area. I only know one of them. She's in my area, and we go to actual physical Avon meetings. She's in my, someone I know personally. But the other ladies are just people I've talked to through these meetings online, or, you see them on Facebook or whatever. But it's like a coaching, and I have them twice a week, sometimes, and once a week other times. So, but it's convenient that it's online so that I don't have to like travel, to go anywhere, because I resisted taking the training in the first place. I didn't know that it was online, and I can't commit to taking any kind of, being anywhere because of Keith's mom and dad's health and stuff like that. I can't make plans, like that. And I never know how it's going to be going here and what, they're going to need from me. So I don't do a lot of stuff like that where I have to be somewhere at certain times if I can avoid it. And they were trying to talk me in at the last, one of the last meetings that I went to, the one for was it February? No, it was January's meeting. Everybody was like, you need to take this workshop, you need to do it, it'll help you so much. And I said, well, I just can't commit to being anywhere. And they said, no, it's online. So I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that, so we have like this thing. I think the website we use is called gomeeting.com or something. And, we all have a little bit of a meeting. It's fun. Well, I don't know if fun's a word, but it's good. It's good to be able to have, trainings and stuff like that to help you learn new things about your business, and you don't have to leave the house. That's pretty convenient, and it's free. I didn't have to pay for it. So, it's a service offered by Avon. So that's kind of nice, because I'm all about trying to do the best I can and expand my horizons. So I'm going to blend that out now with a Q-tip. I'm not going to use the same end, obviously, as the orange side. So I'm just going to use the other side. And we'll see how that does. Oh my gosh, my stomach is making all kinds of noises. I hope you can't hear them. Or hear the noises. That'd be embarrassing. But if you can, sorry, I apologize. This Q-tip is bent, and it's making it funny. It doesn't want to, I can't hold it good because it's bent. I ate a ham sandwich for lunch, and I don't know why my stomach would be rebelling against a ham sandwich. I've been on this crazy tuna fish kick lately, though, where I've been eating tuna fish sandwiches every day for lunch. I don't know, they've just been tasting really good to me. Well, I got a bunch of, I like that tuna that's the herb and garlic flavored in the pouch. That's like my favorite tuna ever. They have all different flavors, and I've tried a few of them, like the ranch and the lemon pepper, and I think we even got like the teriyaki, or there's like Asian flavored one we got to have with stir fry. And I really like the herb and garlic one the best. It's my favorite. Like, I could eat it plain. At my old job, before I met Keith and moved out here, I used to take it for lunch, and I would just eat it out of the pouch, just plain or whatever. But I like it in a sandwich too. And I don't know. So anyways, they had them on sale at my grocery store, 10 for, they were $1 a piece. There was like different items. If you bought 10 items, you get the 11th item free. So you spend $10 and you get 10 items plus the 11th one free. So I was like, I'm going to get a bunch of this tuna. And so I got like 11 pouches of it. So I think I've had a tuna sandwich out of that. I think I had it 4 days in a row, so today I'm like, okay, I need to switch my game up a little bit. So yeah, that's my exciting thing, talking about tuna. Alright, I'm going to use this pink one, 026, and color some more of these flowers. Well, we'll go this way. Color these right here. My time is 24 minutes. We watched a movie last night on Netflix that I thought was really good. It was called Wind River. I'm probably the last person to see it, but if you have not seen it on Netflix, I would recommend it. It's really good. It's not usually the type of movie that we watch, we like horror and action, but this is more of like a, I would say it's a thriller, but it's like a murder mystery thriller type movie, and I really, really, really liked it. I thought it was super good. It has that Elizabeth Olsen in it and Jeremy Renner. And it begins with this young woman, she's running through the snow in the nighttime. It takes place in Wyoming, I think, or Montana, Wyoming. And at the beginning of the movie, she's running through the snow in the wilderness, and she's barefoot. And you get the impression, she's running obviously from something, but you don't really know what. And going in with this orange one again. And then she dies, and they're trying to solve her, the mystery of how she came to be running out in the woods like that in the cold at night and everything. And it's really good. I just thought I highly recommend it. It's very tense. There is a sexual assault scene in it, so if that's something that bothers you, be warned that there is that. But it's just one scene, and it's just all about Native American. I guess they said they based it on the story of like a composite of different cases of Native American women who are victims of sexual assault or go missing, and they're not really looked for. People don't recognize that as a crime. I don't know if it's because of the difference between reservation police, versus regular police. I don't really know that much about it, but yeah, I thought it was really good, though. Worth watching, definitely. Kind of depressing. I don't usually like stuff that's too depressing, but it was good. I liked it. I'm just going to use that same Q-tip that I put the orange on with this pink. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. Excuse me. Hiccups. I get the hiccups a lot, where I'll just hiccup like one time or 2 times, and then I don't hiccup anymore. Yeah, I think it's kind of cute. I don't know if I want to color all these swirly deals green or not. I don't know. What do you think? Might get kind of boring if I do. But then it might be cute and simple, just as like a simple type thing. It'd probably be the most boring picture ever to watch, though. Someone color. They just coloring green swirls and whatnot. But I don't know. Like, how do we want to do it? How should I do it? I think the green's pretty with the pink flowers. It's very springish. So, I don't know. I guess we could try to find another. I don't know. I'm so indecisive. But I know it's going to shut off anyways at 32 minutes because it always does, and then pick itself back up again. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do. And I just thought I'd flip through and show you guys what I was doing with my hero pencils and the baby oil. And I told you I'm going to work on trying to get at least one coloring book video done a week. And I'm going to stick to that if I'm able to. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you've tried this, and I'm just like the last person in the universe to know that you're able to use baby oil with your hero pencils. I guess it would work with like polychromos too, and Marco Renoirs or any oil-based pencils, So, I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. Question or comment below, and I will see you in the next video.